So here is my National League All-Star Starter predictions for the 2025 season. Some of you, I posted this on TikTok, and some of you liked it. Some of you hated it. So let's go over my picks, what people said, and kind of refuting the points back and forth. Paul Skenes, a no-brainer for the starting pitcher spot. He was a starting pitcher as a rookie last year, which was absolutely crazy, and he's shown again he should be the starter again. I think the MLB also does this because he's a huge name, right? You're going to market your new players, your bright young stars. He is a 2.05 ERA to this point, 85 strikeouts, a .88 walks hits per inning, a 4-6 record, which kind of stinks for him, but that's the Pirates and their offense really not giving support behind him. We've seen this with many top pitchers in the past. Jacob deGrom, unfortunately, saw that one a lot with the Mets, but there's a few other spots who I think people have been asking for. They've said Logan Webb, Yoshinobu Yamamoto, and Kodai Senga. I believe they will all be all-stars, but I'm just picking one to be the starter for the team, and I think all those guys mentioned will be all-stars, but I think the starter will be Skenes, and he'll be the top dog on this pitching staff. For the first base spot, we got Mets all-star Pete Alonso. Pete Alonso has had one of the best seasons in the entire MLB. He leads the league in RBIs with 55, 15 home runs, a 973 OPS, 70 hits, a 298 average, which is crazy for a power hitter like him, 19 doubles, and I think he's going to be the all-star starter. And I think he's just had an amazing season, re-signed a contract with the Mets this season, and now this one is by far my most controversial take. A lot of people have said Freddie Freeman should be the starter. And while I agree Freddie Freeman has had a great year, I think they're going to give it to Pete. Pete's a big name. They love him for the home run derby. I think they'll both easily be all-stars, but I think Pete will be the starter. I think, they like home runs. They like big names, Pete Alonso, and I think he's having a great year. And I think Mets fans appreciate both the fact that he came back and the fact that the team and him are having a great year. And I think they'll vote in droves, and Pete Alonso will be the number one starter for first base. Next up, we have second baseman Brendan Donovan from the Cardinals. He is hitting a .314 average, 72 hits, 24 ribbies, 4 homers, and 830 OPS, 19 doubles to boot as well, and I think he's been a wizard defensively, as he always has been. I believe this pick is partially due to the fact that Ketel Marte missed a lot of time. I think he's not going to get the votes because of that, and even if he is the better player, and I think he might deserve it, I think Brendan Donovan's going to get it because of that missed time. And that's something that a lot of people have said with Ketel Marte, but he could definitely get the spot. But I think Brendan Donovan, with this defense, with how he's playing and the fact that he's been available the whole season, unlike Marte, who has missed a lot of time, I think that's going to give him the nod at second base. Next up, we have shortstop. Francisco Lindor, I believe, is the easy, clear choice for shortstop for the NL starting team. He's batted .279, 69 hits, 36 ribbies, 14 home runs, 843 OPS, 42 runs, playing wizardry defense at shortstop with 11 stolen bags. I think he's just, done everything the Mets need. He already has 4 walk-offs to the point of the season already. He's unbelievably clutch, and usually he gets off to slow starts, which is why he hasn't been an all-star as a Met yet, but I believe this is finally the year he does it, and he'll do it as a starter. Next up, we got Manny Machado for the third base spot. Some people say Austin Riley should be here, but with the Braves hosting, people think, he'll get the nod at third because of that, but I think Machado's having a much better season. Padres are a very popular, good team, and they deserve it more. He's batting a .317 with 31 ribbies, 8 homers, and 880 OPS, 42 runs scored, and of course, playing his stellar defense as always at third. And I think Machado is pretty much a shoo-in for third at this point. He's a very, very good player. He's consistently been one of the best third basemen in the league, defensively and offensively. And the Padres, very popular, good team. I think they're going to get their all-star at third base. Next up, we got the catcher, one of the quiet superstars of this league, Will Smith. .327 average, 53 hits, 33 ribbies, 5 homers, and a .928 OPS, which is just kind of crazy for a catcher. Will Smith has had a great season, both behind the dish and as well as in the circle batting. I think he's pretty much a no-brainer for the NL catcher. I think the only catcher better than him right now in the league is Big Dumper out in the AL, but obviously they're both just start in their respective leagues. I think this one was pretty simple. I don't think there's much debate here. I think he's a huge reason as to why the Dodgers, of course, are one of the best teams in the league record-wise, and just, how good the team is on paper. And I think Will Smith is great for them, and I think he's an easy shoe-in for the NL All-Star catcher. And here's another young star from the Washington Nationals. James Wood is the left fielder, batting .278, 65 hits, 45 RBIs, 16 homers, and a .925 OPS. He has been a star for the Nationals. He's going to be a huge piece of this young core that they're building. I think that people said that Kyle Tucker should be in the spot, but I kept the outfielders to their natural positions. I'm not going to have, right field is probably the most stacked. You could have 3 right fielders, honestly, to fill out this outfield. But I'm going to keep everyone to the position they play. So Kyle Tucker is not eligible for my list to be the left fielder. And I think James Wood is a clear shoo-in to be the best left fielder in the MLB in terms of the NL this season. And I think he's a shoo-in for the All-Star game. And yeah, he's a great young star. I think it's someone the MLB wants to promote, and I think that's what they'll do. Next up, we got Pete Crow Armstrong of the Chicago Cubs in center field. The Cubs, what a surge this year from them, especially from their young star, Pete Crow Armstrong. .275 average, 67 hits, 53 RBIs, 16 home runs, .869 OPS, 21 stolen bags, and of course you get the Gold Glove caliber defense in center field. I think Pete Crow Armstrong's a shoo-in. I think he's near the top or at the top of the MVP race right now, and it's insane. This is a guy they got for Javi Baez back in 2021 when they're selling at the deadline, and man, what a pickup for them. He really changed his approach at the plate, hitting way more home runs, and along with the stolen bases and the defense in center field, which was originally touted to be his talent, if he's starting to hit for power now too, watch out, the league might be in trouble with Pete Crow Armstrong. Next up, we have the hardest position of them all, right field. Corbin Carroll, Kyle Tucker, Fernando Tatis Jr. All great picks. I'm going with Corbin Carroll. .259 average, 65 hits, 39 RBIs, 18 homers, .908 OPS, 49 runs scored, 143 total bases, 10 stolen bases. I think he just does everything for this team. He's the engine. He's a former Rookie of the Year, and he's a young star for this team. I think Corbin Carroll, I think Diamondbacks fans are going to vote in droves for him. He's been absolutely amazing for them, and this is going to be a tough one. This is the toughest position to get the nod at start for. In the NL, the AL's locked up with the Judge, obviously, and a lot of people said other players, but I think Corbin Carroll is going to be the all-star starter in right field just because of his performance this year with the Diamondbacks and how hot of a start he's got off onto. Next up, another no-brainer, the reigning NL MVP, Shohei Ohtani. As a DH, he'll be in the All-Star game, 1,037 OPS, 65 runs scored, 158 total bases, 11 stolen bags, .295 average. I think this is an absolute shoo-in. I mean, the MVP, face of the league, most popular name in all of baseball. I don't think they go for anybody else in this spot. It's Shohei Ohtani's spot to lose, and I don't think he's going to do it. Coming back as a pitcher, he won't be an all-star as a pitcher, but as a DH this year. And then another huge case to be the MVP yet again. Lastly, but surely not least, we have closing pitcher Edwin Diaz. Edwin Diaz of the New York Mets has had a great year so far, showing shades of his 2022 self. He had a down year last year after missing all of 2023 due to an injury. He has a .249 ERA, 39 strikeouts, 165 batting average against, only let up 2 homers, 536 OPS against, and I think he's just a shoo-in for the closer spot. There's going to be a lot of relievers that are all-stars. Of course, you got Reed Garrett, you have a bunch of guys like that who will also be all-stars, but I think the main closer I want to highlight is the guy with the biggest name value, and that's Edwin Diaz. I think the MLB will have him close because I think it's huge that the NL gets a big guy like this with the big entrance, the big name. I think he's a shoo-in for the All-Star because of that. I don't even believe he's been the best reliever on his team. That's been Reed Garrett, but because of the name value and because of the trumpets and everything like that, I'm going to pick him in for the closer spot for the NL All-Star team. All right, that's going to be it for my list. Let me know in the comments who you agree with, disagree with. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe. This video took a lot of work and I'm happy with the editing style. Let me know if you like the editing style and like how I did this video, like structured it. I've changed a lot of things, want to get some feedback. If you could do that, that'd be great. Thank you and have a good one. Enjoy.